Hello there and welcome to today's video. And my topic for you today is how to build an engaged following. The reason I want to do this is because if you don't have a stream of potential clients seeking out your services or where you can actually contact for your services, then you're going to go out of business. And more important than that, if you do have a stream of engaged followers, okay, then it gives you confidence, okay. It gives you a real kick in the bum, so to speak, right? Because you know it's less stressful. You're not going to be desperate. You're not going to be looking upon as being needy, okay, because you've got plenty of people to talk to. So what I want to share with you today are some thoughts about how you can go about building an engaged following that will help you grow and build your business, and you can do it in a less stressful way. All right. Now, I want to share with you a simple for this. I learned from a really good marketer by the name of Bob Heilig. Okay? And at the same time, I'm also going to share with you some ideas of leverage. This is really important, okay? Because if you can leverage and build engagement and more following, and I'm going to take you through exactly what I do. I'm going to share with you the steps I used to actually build a following, and I'm hoping that you'll get some ideas from this that you can do yourself. All right. My name is Peter Beckenham, the village marketer, and as always, talking to you from my little Thai village is the tagline, right? Way up near the Cambodian border. Let me stop, because I've always wanted to acknowledge people who share their time with me. And by the way, this is part of building an engaged following. Make sure you are supportive and you are thankful and grateful for the support that people give you, because sure the hell I am for this. So let me see who I've got. I've got Bill Pickett. Good to see you, Bill. Thank you very much for joining me, mate. Joe Hoppen, just down the road from me, Joe. Good man. Thank you very much, Joe. Joan Walder, good morning to you. Thank you very much for sharing your time with me. Janet Claire Pacelli, less stress is always better. It is Janet, less stress, okay? And if you've got more than enough people to talk to, it is less stressful. And that's what I want to share with you today, okay? Lynette Chang from Malaysia, my neighbor across the border. Thank you very much for joining me. Terence James. Oh, sorry, the video is breaking up a bit. I'm really sorry, Terence. I'm having connection problems here in the village, so I'm going to do my best, okay? And I'm hoping I'll get most of it done for you. I apologise if the streaming's not so good, okay? Joan Walker, yeah. Terence James Scott. Have I missed anybody else here? Let me think. Jason Smith, good to see you, Jason. Thank you very much indeed. All right, now, one more. If I've got anyone else here. Monjay Patra, thank you, Monjay. Thank you for joining me. Okay, all right, let me see how I go. Okay, and I apologize if the broadcast is not good quality. I'm doing my best. Okay, here's the formula that I learned from Bob Heilig in terms of getting a growth of engaged people, right? Attention plus trust equals growth in an engaged follower. Attention plus trust gives you a growth in your engaged following. Now, I'm going to break that down so you understand what it is. Attention. In order to get attention, here are 4 factors, okay, that you ought to do, okay? And if you're not sure, you're not getting the right amount of engagement, jot these down. The first factor is be you. The first factor is be authentic. Don't try and copy anybody else. Be yourself. That will get as much attention as you'll ever want, okay? The second thing is be a giver. Be generous. In other words, share your knowledge and share your time with people, okay? If you do that, people will learn to appreciate, know, like, trust, and respect you, okay? Because you are being generous. You are being a giver. Thirdly, consistency. You have to be consistent. Don't start off a particular thing. I mean, for example, this is a Facebook Live. I'm going to use this as the example today, doing Facebook Lives. And if you haven't done a Facebook Live, hang in there with me, because you will learn from the process anyway, right? And with Facebook Lives, for example, don't expect results in 30 days or 60 days. Sometimes you've got to go longer. You've got to be persistent and consistent to do this, right? And the fourth way to build engagement is to share other people's content and to add valuable comments to their content at the same time, okay? Especially when you're dealing with social media. All right, so key issues, right? Attention. One, sorry, blank. One, in order to get their attention, you've got to really be authentic. Secondly, you've got to try, if you possibly can, to be generous. And third, you've got to, in fact, if you need to do it, be consistent and also at the same time share, okay? Now, once you've got those factors in place, and sorry, I went blank. I don't know why I went blank. I just went blank completely. I looked over at my bullet points. I thought, I don't know. All right, hang in there with me. Hang in there with me. All right, now, what you see is what you get. I'm being authentic. All right, now, what you need to do is leverage those 3 or 4 factors, right? The authentic, the generosity, the consistency, and the sharing. You need to leverage those factors if you possibly can. And if you start to do that, then people will start to trust you. That's what it's all about. When you leverage those things in getting attention, people will learn to trust you. And when they trust you, they talk about you. And when they talk about you, guess what? You've got to think long-term. Others will come to you. Now, I'm going to give you a specific example. Today, which is the 13th of September, 2019. Well, I'm doing well today, right? This is my Facebook Live number 528, okay? 528. You wouldn't think so, all the boobies I made today, but now I want to share some behind the scenes for you. First of all, the number of views I get, not brilliant. I used to get 500 or 600 and sometimes up to 1,000. But now if I get maybe 100, 150, I mean, I'm doing well, right? And I don't know what's happened with the Facebook algorithm, but I really don't care, right? Because if I'm getting comments and shares, for example, I'm getting maybe 80 to 100 comments per video, and I'm getting maybe 20 or 30 shares per video. And more important than all of those is I'm getting per broadcast at least, and I'm not doing it for bragging, I'm just telling you this is how you can build engaged audience. Per broadcast, I get about 20 to 30 personal messages, all right? Now, on top of that, I also get friend requests every day, about 4 or 5, not brilliant, right? But about 4 or 5 a day that send me a friend request with an associated message saying, I've been following your Facebook Lives. So to me, they're going to be a potential engaged supporter, right? So of course I accept their friend request, okay? Now, here's some specifics for you. This is how I leverage or repurpose my content in order to build an engaged following, all right? Now, I don't want to scare the pants off you, but I'm going to share with you, warts and all. I'm giving you some stuff from the inside, right? And I'm hoping that it resonates with you and it helps you. The first thing is this. Let's say I'm doing this Facebook Live today, right? What I'm going to do, when I finish this, I will save it and I will download it, right, to my computer. Then I'm going to send it to a place called Sonics, SONIX.ai. Sonics.ai, and they transcribe it for me, okay? Takes about 2 minutes, 3 minutes, whatever it is, okay? It's a paid service, but inexpensive. And I'll tell you why I get the transcription in a minute, right? So I've now saved the video and I've got the transcription from the video, right? Then the next thing I do is I upload the video to YouTube, right? But I don't use the title of the Facebook Live I'm using on YouTube. Rather than having an attention-grabbing title, I go for a keyword-based title because I want to get views on it if I possibly can, right? So I upload it to YouTube. Then I embed it on my blog. So I've gone from Facebook to YouTube, and I've got about 600 or 700 subscribers there. Nothing brilliant, but they're active, right? And then I go from YouTube to my blog, okay? Then what I also do is this. When I've got it on my blog, I then actually take the video and I put it on a podcast. Now, how do I do that? I use a thing called Wondershare. WONDERSHARE, Wondershare. It's also a paid service, and no, I'm not selling any affiliate business. I'm just telling you what I do, right? You can, Wondershare strips out the audio from the video. We can also use VLC, which is free, okay? Strip out the audio from the video and I upload it to my podcast. So now what I've done is I've repurposed my Facebook Live in 4 different places, but I'm not finished yet, because then what I do is I also use that post on my blog as a future social media post on Facebook and LinkedIn. And what I do there is I create, that's where I use the transcription, right? I take the transcription I've got done and I grab 3 or 4 sentences from that, right? And I create curiosity. I don't tell them what it is. I just create curiosity, because this is a content that some people have seen before, right? So I create curiosity, and at the same time, I also create an image, and I use PicMonkey, but you can use Canva, whatever you want. I use PicMonkey to come up with an attention-grabbing title for a Facebook and a LinkedIn post, okay? And then I use that transcription-based 3 or 4 sentences with a call to action at the end. And the call to action is something where I ask them to message me, right? Nearly there. This is all part of the process. This is why, I was going to call this a simple success system, or I was going to call it the power of leverage. Anyway, back to where I was. So now I've created a post for LinkedIn and Facebook based on repurposed content that I've done, okay? When I create that post, and then I ask people in the call to action to message me. Don't send me, by all means comment, but send me a message. The reason I'm asking them to message me, and here you're getting behind the scenes stuff, right? By asking them to message me, then I reply to the message, okay? And what I do is I reply to the message and I give them the link they require. But I also copy that message and create a template out of that. Right? So for anyone else's messaging, I'm using the same template and just changing the names. Okay. Why am I doing this? Because it's time. Time's issue. I'm going to do a side quickly. If we just waste 20 minutes a day, okay, doing unnecessary stuff, okay, and that's why I'm creating templates and saving. Just 20 minutes a day, guess what? In 1 year, that's 5 full days, right? That is a lot of time that you can waste. That's why I do templates, all right? Now, if you don't believe me, do the maths. 20 minutes a day, blah, 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 you'll get 5 days, I can tell you, all right? So now I've created a template, and what I then do is I copy that template along with the message for the post and a link to the image, and I keep it on a Word document, all right? That's for future content. I can repurpose and reuse this in a few months' time. At this point in time, I'm not sure. I think I've got about 350 Facebook and LinkedIn posts ready to go at any time, right? That's my content. Now, that might sound like you're lucky, Peter, but it took a lot of time to put it together. That's why I said you need to be persistent and consistent to do this. But once you do it, when you've got that content, then it's a brilliant way to build an engaged following, all right? There you go. I hope you got some value from that. By the way, my call to action, come and join me on my Facebook group. It's called Your Next Level. There you are. If you want to, message me. Message me, and I will get back to you and let you know what it's all about. All right. I hope you found some value in that today. And please do me a favor. Be not just persistent and consistent, but be patient. Think long term. In the social media game, it's not overnight success. You need to think long term. And what I've given you today is some steps that you can use to build your own engaged particular audience. Now, if you need help with that, message me. Hear what I'm doing to you? Message me and I'll get back to you. Maybe we can set up a time to talk to each other. I'm just giving you a real life example of exactly what I just took you through. All right. I hope you found it helpful. Until next time, best wishes from Thailand. Okay. Bye for now.